Mark Ciccone, Associate Editor with the Journal of Commerce. I'm with Collister Johnson, St. Lawrence Seaway Development Corporation Administrator. He came by the JOC office today to talk a little bit about what the RAMP Act means for shippers on the Seaway and also what the season may bring. So, in terms of the House extension, including RAMP language, which would be Harbor Maintenance Trust Fund reform, possibly going into conference with Senate later this week, what does the RAMP Act mean for your shippers and port operators?
It means a great deal because every inch that is lost for lack of dredging for a typical 25,000 ton carrier means the loss of maybe 300 tons, which is a lot. So we have a situation where now in the Obama's budget, the shortfall for the Great Lakes is over $60 million. And there are 51 major ports in the Great Lakes, and out of that number, 33 of them, or 65%, get nothing in the budget. And it's a real problem, and we badly need the RAMP Act to combat that.
Now, you recently received some good news from the state of New York in the terms of them scaling back some of the tight regulation they had for ballast water. Can you expand a little bit on that and say what that means for Seaway traffic?
Sure. Well, under the old administration, the Patterson administration, before the Cuomo administration took over, there was a group of people in the New York Department of Environmental Conservation that we felt did not truly understand the science and the technology behind this. And they were imposing regulations that, if enacted, would shut down the Seaway with a loss of 72,000 jobs. So to their credit, the Cuomo administration gave a new look to this and recently receded from that position to adopt the international standard, the International Maritime Organization standard, which is a very good thing because shipping is international. It needs to be governed by an international standard.
Now, I understand that in making that case, you were helped by a recent economic analysis that your office had commissioned. Could you share a little bit of some of the findings from that?
Sure. There's an economic impact analysis for the entire system from Duluth to Montreal. And it was broken down by country, Canada and the U.S., and by state and province, and by port. And what it showed was that there were 227,000 jobs that are supported by the system. When I say supported, it means that they would go away if the system weren't there and operating. And there's about $50 billion annually of economic impact, business revenue and wages and taxes that are supported by the system. So it underscores the huge importance of the system to the economy of the region and to the country.
Now, I imagine your case to New York was also helped by a good season last year. Can you give us a little bit of a look into what you expect for this year?
Sure. Last year we were up about 3.5% over the prior year, and we're looking for a similar increase. Our traffic is pretty much driven by the economy. So the fact that we are not going backwards is a good thing because that would indicate a double-dip recession. But nevertheless, it's slow. It needs to be improved in order for our traffic to improve. So we're cautiously optimistic.